Welcome back, everybody, to FTL Fridays. We are continuing with the Kruos1, which is the Lanius cruiser. Last time we finished up Sector 3, which was a hostile nation. We are continuing with the next hostile one. We're going to go to the rock-controlled. The reason we're going to the rock-controlled is so we don't do back-to-back civilian sectors. We're looking for a lot of scrap and some possible extra weapons here. As far as our scrap total right now, we're actually doing pretty good. We have a dual shield. We have our hacking bumped up one. We're sitting pretty good as far as ships go. This is the last of the easy sectors, and then most of the ships are going to start having double shields and more powerful weapons. So we're hoping to find something good in this sector here, and then we can kind of cruise control with the civilian sector here. And then we'll jimmy our way down here, either depending on what happens here, we'll either go hostile or we'll go civilian. But let's go ahead and get started here with the rock controlled hostile. It is common for the rock sectors to have a lot of asteroid fields. Without the sensor array, you wouldn't know that those are there. Fortunately, I have a long range sensor. This is something that I picked up fairly early. It's actually worked out well for me, so I can see what all the different nodes are to start with. And let's go ahead and jump. So this is what the sensor does. It tells me that there's a ship there, and we got a store here and a distress here. So we're going to hit up this one here, then we'll go here, and then we'll go to the store. Shouldn't be covered by the fleet at that point. They shouldn't be on us that quickly. But we do want to make sure we hit up that store so we can see what's in there for us. So ultimately what we're looking for is a drone recovery arm, because we are running out of drones, and we can't have that. So we do have to use one here so we can avoid missile damage, since our evasion is so low right now. 15% is pretty much bottom of the barrel. So we'll let these here just charge up a little bit. I'll let him shoot his heavy laser if it's ahead of the missile, but it's not, so we'll go ahead and do this. And then based on what we experienced previously, we want to just fire everything we got at weapons and not distribute that fire across both weapons and shields. It's too risky, if you ask me. So we'll let the chain laser fire away at shields. Since he's only got one shield, not really too much of a problem. And then we'll just, when this one comes up, we'll fire the charge laser as well. Just like that. So 26 scrap, a couple of missiles and a drone part. Not really thinking that's that great, so we'll go ahead and take him down. Should be dying pretty quickly here. I just gotta watch that missile weapon, that's all. $45 scrap, much better than what we saw before. We actually got some fuel out of there too, so I'm liking how that looks there. Alright, so we're gonna hit up down here, and then we can easily get to the store. It shouldn't be blocked or anything like that, so we're actually sitting pretty good. This is... So sensors pick up a distress call, and we have a Federation being chased by a rebel. I'll go ahead and I'll aid. It's a chance to get some extra scrap and stuff like that. So we have teleporter over here. So we haven't really seen many of those just yet. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it, because anyone that tries to board my vessel is in for a rude awakening. And I honestly can't wait to see what happens with that. And he's in there attacking, but he's got a death sentence basically. And kiss his weapons goodbye. Not very much though, actually. He got some fairly good evade on there. I took down his main laser weapon though, so that's good. That beam weapon's not really going to do anything. He's got 2 shields. That's part of what the problem is here. That's a little bit better. Yeah, he's a tougher one. This is why we need another weapon to deal with situations like this. I'm going to work on his shields a little bit here, since the weapons are down. I can always hit the weapons with hacking again, but now we can just pound away. It looks like there's probably only one guy left in there, and he's pretty much dead. Nothing he can do to get in there and help himself. 45 again, plus another one, and we get to contact the Federation ship. So he try and rescue. Hey, we got a rock crew and 24, and that was a great little series of events there. Hasifa has no skills, so I don't really have a necessary place for him. If I look at my stuff here, what I'm gonna do, I'll send Mr. Rock Guy into the sensor room just to get a little one bump here, with it being a manned subsystem. That'll help me out just a little bit. Since I have an energy thing, I'll go ahead and power that up. My guy isn't really in danger of dying, but we do want to be on the safe side. Alright, so I'm going to save this new location here. Let's hit the store and see if there's anything that can help us. We need another chain laser would be great, but really at this point I'll take almost anything. So I could switch up and be a boarder myself with a teleporter. That would be kind of interesting. Those Lanius guys are great for boarding, but drone recovery arm, that's what we've been waiting for. So now I'm feeling good, because now if I do find a drone thing, then I can actually use drones as well. So let's fix this. Mind control, I'm not overly keen on using that just yet. Same with well, now that I have the drone recovery arm, it doesn't even matter if I have cloaking, because I don't need to evade missiles, because I can just lock down the systems. Although the cloaking would be nice to have in a bind, and it is fairly cheap. So I'm going to buy it just so I have it. And then we'll look for a weapon the next time around. I mean, this was ultimately productive because we got our recovery arm, which is really all that we needed to handle our drone situation. So with this on now, if somebody does get a missile pot shot off, I can quick pause and cloak, and we can dodge that, and we're sitting pretty good. So like how that's going. We did spend a little bit of scrap, not really a problem though. We have enough to upgrade our systems again, and we're actually in a pretty good spot. So we could go back up and hit that one. We should be able to go here and then here and still get to this unvisited spot here, and then work our way back down. So let's hit the distress and get the possible rewards. Yeah, 58, that's nice. Didn't even have to do anything. Alright, asteroid field detected. That's what I said. We usually see those in the rock world. I'm not going to be able to get to this one, but if I go to this one, I can at least hit both of these. So I'm going to weather the storm in the rock sector here. We got intruders on board. Honestly, let him do his worst. I'm not overly concerned about that. What I'm concerned about is making sure that I stay alive. So what I will do is, actually my shield will soak up any of the, my shield is going to soak any of the asteroid damage, because I have 2 shields. And he's not going to be able to do anything about that, especially after I take out his weapons. We'll get rock on rock. That's not really a problem either. so let's go just like that. Alright, my rock's probably going to die, but that's not really a concern for me. He'll just respawn anyway, so let him do his worst. I did the cloaking just to prevent them from healing. And this actually brings up a good point as far as sometimes why I don't like the clone bay versus just regular healing. When this guy gets down to almost nothing, then what do I do when somebody boards? He gets killed very easily. So a lot of times what I'll do is if it's no difference to anybody else, I'll just let him die and then he'll respawn with full health. So fairly reasonable thing to do there. And we'll just let him respawn before I actually jump out of here. So it's kind of a tactic to do, but they do lose a little bit of their skill when they die, but being that he didn't have any skills to start with, you know, that's not really an issue. Alright, so there's another one here, another asteroid field. I want to hit this one before it's too late, and then since this one connects over to here, it should be good. Oh, this is an interesting one. Tell them their God sent them here to join your crew, or promise to share with them truths they've been denied. What do we want to say to these guys? They got a flat cannon, so I don't want them shooting at me. Let's tell them their God sent. They're not going to believe me. Yeah, that's whatever. Alright. Taking out my clone bay. What a little bastard. We'll just do that. So what we're going to do is we are going to lock this down just like that. I didn't think he would go in there. Send this guy in here. Both of these guys in there. Weapons are just about up. Okay. And we will go... First off, we'll shoot a 4-banger at his weapons and see if that connects. I thought maybe I could hit his shield too. And it's alright if he gets his weapons back up, because I do have the cloak. But I don't anticipate that flat cannon's ever going to make it back up. Take out their oxygen. I haven't done that in a long time. Can't believe he came back on my ship. Surprising. And he wants to surrender. That ain't happening. 56. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So I mentioned this in a previous video. If you can kill them without destroying their ship, you get lots of scrap. And that's exactly what we got here. Alright, so we're running out of jumps in order to get out of here, so we'll go here. We might not even be able to actually hit this one, to be honest. We'll see what this node allows. Oh, I hate this one. Cut the red wire. He's close enough to the ship. The clone bay revived him, so I'm loving that. Took some damage though. That was pretty awful. Just let my sensors get back online before I jump out of here. rocks are really slow at fixing stuff. So they're more for crowd control than anything. Alright, we are back online. So we were going to go here. That other asteroid one might be blocked by the time we get out of here. Another nobody. We'll go with the missile dodge instead. Just like that. Ah, stupid evasion. Always gonna have evasion. This is gonna be a good one here. Oh, and I started a fire too. All hands on deck. So now I need a store just to repair that hull. It's unlikely that I'm going to find a nice hull repair random event out there. I've gotten a couple of those in the past, but they're few and far in between. So we can go asteroid or we can go no asteroid. At least if I go with this one, I can hit up this other extra node too, just to see if there's something there. So that's what I'm going to do since I have plenty of fuel to deal with. We got a double shield this time, and he's stealth. How about that? I bet you he feels like a big boy. Let him do his worst, though. I'm not overly concerned. I'm gonna hack his shields. A little bit something different this time, because then the asteroids are gonna kill him, and he can shoot his weapons if he wants. I'll avoid them. I was a little bit late on that one. I kind of cry foul because I definitely got it. Alright, so do shields. Oh, and he stealthed, right? I cry foul on that one as well. He shot my engine room. Oh, these guys did not heal the oxygen room. Alright, so... yeah, that was a waste. Damn it. Damn it all to heck. Try and get some evasion back up here. Oh, Jesus. What a pain in my ass. Alright, so once he comes back online, I'm gonna hit him hard. There, a little bit better. This did not go as planned, though. This was ugly. This was really ugly. We gotta get that clone bay back up. Got a lot of scrap, but I got my ass kicked there. All for what reason? I don't know where things really went south, but it was just not a very good instance. I mean, he hit me and took out some systems. It's all because I tried to dodge, but I was late. That's basically what it was. So I personally thought that I hit it in time, but apparently I didn't. According to them, at least. Alright, so let's... pirate markings, let's hail them. $20 scrap, I'll take it. Alright, so we didn't find another store. Based on what we got here, we have plenty of scrap. Shield overcharger. It's actually a decent thing to sell. So, next sector, we are going to be visiting the NG homeworld. I don't want to go into the nebula, although I could technically go into the nebula because I do have the long range scanners. The thing is, I don't want to be sapped with my energy in half, so I probably would skip that one for now unless I bought a whole bunch of extra energy. I'm just going to play it safe and go to the civilian sector. At least with the civilian sector, there should be more stores available, and I can finally rig up my ship in a better fashion. What I'm going to do beforehand is I feel like I might need to take stock of my shields and bump that up to a level 3. Even though I have hacking, I'm still at risk of getting hit by stuff. So we'll deal with that one in the next episode, though. So until then, hang tight. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting my channel. If you like this video, please show your continued support by hitting that like button, and be sure to check out both my YouTube channels for new content all the time. And always remember, peace is a lie, there's only passion. We'll see you next time.